Oh boy, does this thing need an exhaust. That's more like it. Now that the Subi is in here, I went ahead and set up all of the panels that we're gonna primer. But in today's video, you guys are just gonna see me spray primer. At the end of the video, I am gonna show you guys the shop that I go to buy my paint. I promised the guy that once I painted this car, I would take him the car and show it to him. So it's been a little over 2 years since we had that conversation. So I gotta get this car painted. But like I said, I already went ahead and prepped all of these panels. I wiped them down with my water and alcohol mixture. You want to make sure that you clean the surface right before you spray the primer. You want the surface to be as clean as possible. I also went ahead and brought the hose in here so that we can get the floor nice and wet. Wetting the floor is very essential because it works like a trap. It catches everything that lands on the floor and it makes it stay there. And since I got the big fan over there, I don't want anything that's on the floor to come right back on and sit on the panels. So right before we primer, I am gonna wet the whole floor. I also got my drip for today, so we are ready. We are just gonna go ahead and spray this on. We're gonna be using the exact same primer that I use on all of the other panels, which is this one right here. It's the same brand as this, but the way that this is gonna work is 4 parts primer, 1 part activator. I'm gonna use this mixing cup over here. Now I still don't know if we're gonna spray 2 or 3 coats. It's all gonna depend on 1, how much coverage we get in between coats, and 2, how much primer I got, because again, I don't have a lot of primer. But all I'm gonna do right now is I'm gonna go ahead, get this primer mixed up. I'm gonna add it onto my paint system right here that I got from Harbors Freight. That's the box right there. And this is the gun that I'm gonna be using to spray my primer. It's my HTE Spectrum. Bought this at the same spot I bought these cups from Harbors Freight. And I already went ahead and went over each panel with my tack cloth. All that does is it traps any lint that's on the panel, so it doesn't make it like move from side to side. It actually traps it and it leaves like a sticky residue in your hand, but it doesn't leave a residue in the panel, so it's very efficient. So let's go ahead, mix our primer and spray it on there. Alright, the first coat is now fully dry to the touch. This is the hood right here. It honestly looks so good. I think I'm just gonna apply 2 coats and then we're just gonna call it a day. Over here, there's some dents that are very noticeable. You can see them right there and right there. I'll be honest guys, I knew those dents were gonna be there. I kind of didn't want to mess with them because they were in such a complicated area. I'm not that concerned about them, to be honest. Eventually I am gonna just have to get a PDR. That stands for paintless dent remover. So I am gonna have to take it somewhere where they do that in order to get these little dents out. But I'm just about ready to spray the second coat, and then like I said, we might call it a day. Let's spray some primer.
I've been dreaming on in my head like I've seen it. A life worth living is a life with meaning. I'll do what I love till my heart stops beating. I'm feeding this demon. Got a taste, can't erase bitterness in my face. Work a job every day till your dreams fade away. Like a card, never change, play the game that we say. I need a break. I'm staying strong, need to move on to be what I want. I'll keep dreaming on. I'm staying strong, need to move on to be what I want. I'll keep dreaming on. On when I chase like that, yeah, I play so strong with a knife in the back. I'ma swing home run like a baseball bat, gonna see me.
Alright, the second and last coat is now fully dry to the touch. Same thing like with the doors, they ended up just needing 2 coats. This primer is really good. I see myself using this in the future. Now I still gotta go pick up the paint and stuff, so I am gonna do that right now. One of the things that I want to make sure that I do right before I end this video is again show you guys where I get the paint. But I'm really happy that we're getting a lot closer to finishing this car. All we're gonna have to do is order up that rear bumper, sand down the Subi, and then we should be able to start putting everything back together, which is what I'm looking forward to because I'm gonna be able to use all of my impact tools. But yeah guys, this is the fender. Like I said, I just want to show it to you guys one last time. This is the other fender right here, and then this is the hood. Crazy to see all of these panels all in one color. But if you guys like today's video, don't forget to like and subscribe. Next time you guys see me, I am gonna be spraying down some base coat and clear coat on these panels. But until then, peace out my friends. Decided to bring this Z to the paint shop. I accidentally brought my work shoes, so I drove without shoes. But that right there is gonna be the spot. On top of there you can actually see the building. That is the name. But yeah, this is where I get my paint. I'm gonna show you guys a screenshot of their location and their store name and phone number. So yeah, I'm gonna go inside there and get the paint. Picked up the paint an hour later. Decided to pick it up in the Mamalona. We got clear coat and base coat. By the way, this was $580 worth of paint. This World Rally Blue is no joke.